Hi guys, welcome to JA Maths Teach, where maths, it's a must. Subscribe to the channel and like this video. Feel free to leave a comment so that we can make this video better just for you. And today, guess what we're doing? Some multiple choice questions on your favorite topic, consumer arithmetic for Caribbean Secondary Examination Council. That is for Csec Mathematics. Let's go. Okay, so based on the topic, let us review. A discount is a deduction from the usual cost of something. A sales tax is actually an addition to the cost of something. So it is a consumption tax imposed by the government on the sales of goods and services. Profit is the extra money made on the cost price, while loss is the money you lose from the cost price of something. If you want to find the profit percent, then it's the profit divided by the cost price multiplied by 100. If you want to find the loss percentage, then you know it's the loss divided by the cost price multiplied by 100. Also, just a reminder, if you are finding simple interest, then it's the principal, P, times rate, that's a percentage, times time. Time should be in years. Okay, let's dive into it. And we're looking at the consumer arithmetic questions from 2011 Csec examination. Question 1 says, during a sale, a shop allows 20% discount off the marked price of clothing. What will a customer pay for a dress with a marked price of $30? So there are two ways to approach this question. Most times, I prefer the way that I'm going to do. So if they're offering me a 20% discount off the original price, that means I would only end up paying 80% of the original price, right? The original price is 100% and the discount is 20%, so 20% from 100%, that's 80%. So it's going to be 80 over 100 multiplied by the marked price, which is 30. Please forgive my writing. The solution will be on the next slide. So we know that zeros at the end can cancel. That's gone. 8 multiplied by 3, that would be 24. So our answer is $24. Let us look at number 17. A man bought a car for $200 and sold it for $250. What was his gain as a percentage of the cost price? As a percentage of the cost price. So we know that profit and gain are the same things. So what was his gain? He bought it for $200, he sold it for $250. Easily, I'm sure you've identified that his gain is $50, right? The difference. You must put the gain over the original price, that's the cost price. So that's $200 let's cancel 100 into 100, 1, 100 into 200, 2, 2 into 2, 1, 2 into 50, 25. So then, his gain as a percentage of the cost price is 25%. How much does a customer pay for an article marked at $50 before taxes if a sales tax of 6% is charged? So for this one, it's easier to actually find 6% and then add it for the sales tax rather than finding 106%. So we find 6% of 50, so that's 6 over 100 times 50. 15 to 50, 1, 15 to 100, 2, 2 into 2, 1, 26, 3. So that means taxes is $3. The question says, how much does a customer pay for an article marked at $50 before taxes if the tax charged is 6%? So remember we said that for a sales tax, you are adding the amount to the original cost. So that would be 50 plus 3, so that's $53. And I'm going to go ahead and clear the screen. Of course, there was a shorter way to do that. And there we have the solution. So if you need to write, of course you can always pause the video and write. But these are the solutions in proper terms. Let's continue. Question 19. At the end of any year, a car is worth 5% less than what it was worth at the beginning of the year. If a car was bought for $10,000 in January 2009, its value in December 2009 would be, okay, so 5% less, right? So that would leave 95%. So what I would do, because the numbers are easy to work with, I don't have to find 5% and then subtract that. I can go ahead and subtract the 5% from 100%, get 95%, and find that amount. So I would have instead 95 I'm looking for my eraser. So instead we'd have 95 over 100 multiplied by 10,000. Beautiful writing, right? So zeros would cancel at the end. 95 times 100, 9,500. So easily we have C as our answer. Number 21. A man pays 60 cents for every 200 meter cube of gas used, plus a fixed charge of $13.25. How much does he pay when he uses 55,000 meter cube of gas? Alright, so the man pays 60 cents for every 200 meter cube of gas, and in total he used 55,000 meter cube of gas. So the first thing that we need to find out is how many 200 meter cube did he use. So we have to divide the 55,000 by 200. That is not a 0. So we divide the 55,000 by 200. Zeros cancel, zeros cancel. 2 into 550. 25 1, 20 15 7. So that would be 275. And then he is charged 60 cents for each 200 meter cube. And there are 275 200 meter cubes. So 60 cents is the same as 60 out of 100 because 60 cents make a dollar. Because 100 cents make a dollar. So that would be the same as multiplying by 60 over 100. You know what? I am going to multiply 275 by 0.6. 60 cents is the same as 0.6. So let's multiply that by 0.6. And remember, for multiple choice questions, no calculators are allowed. So 6 5 30, 6 7 42 plus 3 45, 6 2 is 12 plus 4 165, 16. One decimal point here, one number to the right of the decimal point, so that means same for the answer. So that's 165, and then there's a fixed charge of $13.25, so we have to add that. I'm only allowing this bad writing to go on because the answer is on the next slide. So when we add that now, we'll end up getting 178.25, which would be A for our answer. If the simple interest on $800 for 3 years is $54, what is the rate of interest per annum? So we know that simple interest, let me go to the answer sheet. Alright, so we know that simple interest is, and if you need to write the answers for the previous questions, there they are laid out nicely for you. Alright, so if we know that the formula for simple interest is the principal times the rate times time over 100. So what we do is substitute for what we have. Remember to read these questions carefully. They told you that the simple interest is $54. So then, we have 54 equal principal, the rate that we don't know, and time. We simplify by cross multiplying, numerator by opposite denominator, so 54 times 100, 5400, and that's equal to 800 times 3, 2400 R. We want R to be the subject, so we divide both sides by the coefficient of R, and when we finish cancelling, 0 cancel 0, 0 cancel 0, we end up with 1.25%. So our answer is B. We are actually out of time for this video, and we're only on the second year, or is it the first year? But look out for the next video on the same topic. We should be covering at least 10 years of past papers. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you learned something today. See you. Bye.